Okay, we're going to take a walk back to the garden. And our garden is planted behind the 12-car garage for our complex. You can see the length of it. It's probably about 85, 90 foot long and about 45 to 50 feet wide. As we walk up to the first section, this is our winter squash section here. And we've got the blue Hubbards that are growing. You see them kind of down in there. They get the size of a basketball. And then once the frost comes, it'll kill all the squash vines and make it easier for it to pick them. Then we have our cucumber section. We've been picking those for quite a while, and they're just kind of coming to an end. You know that the nights are getting cooler and getting a little wetter. And then we got pickles next to that, and we've done about 80 containers of freezer pickles, dill pickles, hot dill pickles, sweet pickles, and some hot pickles with hot peppers in them. And then we got a couple rows of beets that are getting ready. We've been eating the beet greens and pickled some smaller beets. Then we have the Silver Queen corn. It's a late corn. Again, it grew about 8 foot tall, and we use that for freezing. It's a white corn. It's really, really good. Then we're coming to the midsection here. Got a couple of rows of green beans, and we've got all those frozen already. And then we got the peppers, and there's 5 kinds of hot peppers, 3 kinds of sweet peppers. So as we walk in the first section, we got the little cherry red hots and the jalapenos and the Anaheim peppers, which are also like a semi-hot. They're not a super hot pickle. And you can see how they grow on the vines here. These are really good for stuffing with a hot Italian sausage and roasting them. And then the hot Portugals are the ones you make the red pepper flakes out of. And those are just starting to turn red. So as we look in here, you can see how they're just starting to come in. And then we've got some poblano peppers. That's, again, like a medium hot, a little bit bigger, green type pepper that's hot. So those are just starting to get there. And these plants grow about 3 foot tall. And then we've got the Hungarian banana peppers. And we've been picking quite a few of those. Got them already frozen already and made some pickles out of them. Stuffed a few, took to work. And then I've got some green peppers. See, they're just starting to come in. And then we've got they're green now, but they'll turn red. And they get about 4 inches in diameter and about 6 inches long. And these are the big roasting peppers. And we've got the tomatoes. And all the tomatoes are staked up. They're about 5 to 6 feet tall. All the wind we had the past week has kind of wreaked some havoc on them. You can see the clusters growing on the stems. Quite a few of them. Got 88 tomato plants, half a dozen different varieties. You can see this one's got a lot of them on the top here. Pick them by the bushel, that's what we say. Then we have the San Marzano. These are the sauce tomatoes. Kind of like a little plum shape. True San Marzanos are only grown in Italy on Mount Vesuvius. But I grew the seeds in the basement so I could have the plants. And again, you see how they grow in big clusters. Another patch of lake corn, 8 rows, about 30 foot long. Again, double rows, about a foot apart. And then the big rows themselves are about 30 inches apart. Our broccoli's pretty much been picked. Now we're just getting little shoots now that the main heads have been taken off, you get just little pieces of broccoli. That kind of broccoli crowns. I think they charge you more for them at the store, but it's a byproduct of picking the full head. Head of cauliflower that's tied up to blanch it white. Pumpkins in the pumpkin patch. Our sunflowers to make the sunflower seeds. And they're about 8.5, 9 feet tall. This is the butternut squash patch. And you can see how they just kind of grow on the ground. Pretty good size. Once the frost comes, it'll be much easier to see them, much easier to pick them. But see, they're hiding in there. This is the eggplant section. Got a couple eggplants in here ready to pick. And those are at the end of the tomato patch. So that's the garden, hiding behind the garage in the beautiful city of Lockport.